Hi everyone, this is ASKA NAILS. In this video, I will show you 3 tricks to apply one-color nails beautifully. Simple one-color nail art is a design that everyone has done at least once. I will share 3 tips on how to apply such one-color nail art in the ultimate beautiful way: base coat, color gel, and top coat, respectively. By using this secret method, you will be able to apply one-color nails so beautifully that they will look completely different from ordinary ones. So please take a look until the end. Let's start. Point 1. The best way to apply a single color coat as beautifully as possible begins with the base coat. It is not an exaggeration to say that those who succeed in base coating succeed in gel nail art. So very important is the base coat. Many people may think that base coat is just a matter of applying color gel well, but this is not true. No matter how beautifully you apply the color gel, if the nail surface is uneven, the color gel will pull in the dented areas, causing the color to darken there and the color to becomes uneven. Then, what should you do? The first key point is to create a smooth undercoat with the base coat to avoid bumps on the nails. How to make a smooth surface? First, take a small amount of base coat and apply the first coat by rubbing it on nails. Not worrying about unevenness at this time. Rub it so that it goes into the scratches that were added in the preparation to prevent the gel from peeling off from one's nail. It is okay if the surface is crumbly. Cure the first coat as is. After curing the first layer of base coat, apply a second layer of base coat. Take more gel than the first coat, and at this time, be conscious of eliminating unevenness of the nails. Once you have spread the entire coat, you will find that it is still uneven. So turn your hand over and let gravity do the work to eliminate the unevenness. 5 to 10 seconds later, return to the original state and look at it. While moving your finger briefly, check to see if the streaks of light reflected in the gel are straight. If there are areas where the light is distorted, use a brush to touch only the surface of the gel and guide the gel into the dented areas. The key to this is to make sure that the brush does not touch down on the nail, but only the surface of the gel. Now, the uneven surface of the nail has been gone. This alone makes the nails look much nicer. Once the unevenness is gone, let's cure at this point and apply color gel. Point 2. Next, proceed to apply the color gel. The first key technique has eliminated the unevenness of the nails. Therefore, simply apply the color gel as is, and the color will be nearly even. Even so, uneven color can still occur. So there are some key tips on how to apply the color gel. The second key technique is to lay the brush down when applying the color gel. If you paint at an angle to the nail like this, the gel will be gouged out and the color will be uneven. If the brush is parallel to the nail, the color will be not uneven and can be applied beautifully. Also, when painting the bottom of the nail, make sure that this line is not distorted. If you have trouble painting this area, use a long thin line brush. Gently trace the wobbly line with the line brush to create a beautiful line. Also, be careful with white matte colors that do not show through your own nails, as they are particularly easy to make the color uneven. One coat is too light, so cure the color once and apply a second coat to get a beautiful coloring. After painting, cure and apply top coat. Point 3. Finally, apply the top coat. When you have finished applying the base coat and color gel using the technique I mentioned, you have already applied a smooth and beautiful coat. Nevertheless, if you make a mistake in the final top coat, the beautiful form you have created will be spoiled. Therefore, there are similar key techniques for top coat as there are for base coat. The purpose of the top coat is to protect the color gel and maintain its glossy appearance, so it should not be too thin. Take this moderate amount and spread it out. Once spread out, turn your hand over to eliminate unevenness, just as you did with the second coat of base coat. 5 to 10 seconds later, try putting your hand back down and see if you can see any unevenness. If there are areas where the light is distorted, use a brush to touch only the surface of the gel and guide the gel into the dented areas. And here is the third key technique. If it is difficult to touch only the surface of the gel with a brush, in that case, try using a long thin line brush. Using this long thin brush, stroke from both directions, from the bottom to the tip of the nail, and from the tip of the nail to the bottom of the nail, in order to eliminate unevenness of the surface. By stroking back and forth repeatedly, the gel will become even, and the surface will become smooth. With this long thin brush, you do not need to touch only the surface of the gel, but the gel will naturally become even. When touching with the brush, stroke it gently without exerting force. Check the light streaks and cure when the unevenness is gone. This completes the ultimate one-color nail art. How was a secret technique for applying one-color nails beautifully? The most important thing is the base coat. If the base coat is smooth and even, you can naturally apply the color gel evenly and beautifully. Please try it out. Thank you again for watching this video. If this video is useful to you, please click the good button. Also, if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.